Hello, my gorgeous air signs. So the first two cards we got for you today is the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So my intuition here and the message that I got was that you guys are struggling to decide whether you want to live the life of the Knight of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles. And when I say that, you are trying to decide whether you want stability or whether you want excitement. Lemuria returns, earthy spirituality, community, ocean, conservation. The mirror, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. Farewell to the moon, appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. So potentially the lunar cycles could be affecting you at this time, and because of that you've been doing some self-evaluation. Now in this self-evaluation you're trying to figure out whether or not you want an exciting life or a stable life. Honestly, I don't see why you can't have both. So you're trying to decide whether or not, when it comes to community, I am getting whether or not you want to be a parent. Like whether you ever want kids one day and a stable partner. The Queen of Pentacles does usually represent the ideal partner, like a very nurturing, caring, like motherly, kind person. So potentially you're trying to figure out whether you want a partner and a family and children and a stable lifestyle, or if you want to live as the Knight of Wands and always be slaying beasts and achieving things and having the finest damsel in distress on the back of your horse and always riding into new towns and places and being the excitement that everyone runs to. Again, I don't see why you can't have both, unless you are looking at it as two huge extremes of like never settling down or settling down, and that's what you're trying to decide. Because otherwise you can settle down and still be an exciting, vibrant person. You just need the right like partner that's also like that, and you can be like that together. But why is it such a conflict to the air sign? Sacrifice. You guys feel like you might have to sacrifice something if you get in a commitment and start looking at things long term and the potential for like a stable lifestyle. You feel that might be a sacrifice. There are things worth making. There are those that will destroy you. So you're not sure if there's something in your life right now that will create stability, and you're not sure whether that sacrifice will be detrimental or beneficial to you. Interesting. Why are the air signs having this inner conflict? Seven of Cups. So on this Seven of Cups is usually like options, but this Seven of Cups is divine guidance, and I'd got like some black marker on it, and it looks like she's very tunnel visioned on one cup. So I'm getting that your inner child is like begging you to invest in one specific option that makes them feel safe. But the adult you is having conflict with your inner child and that desire and urge because of the lifestyle you're currently living that may be very, very exciting. Which is awesome, especially if you're a younger person. Like, there shouldn't be any rush to settle down, but if there's a specific person you want to settle down with, maybe express to them you don't want to like settle down yet, but you do only have like, but that's who you want to settle down with one day. You're just very young right now, blah, blah, blah. Just communicate, because if your inner child feels this safe with someone and wants to be with someone so bad that it's causing so much inner conflict, that person's obviously very special to you. So communicate. Make sure that, and for all you know, it might not be as big of an issue as you are assuming it is. Like I said, you could potentially live both lives with whoever this person is. Two of Wands. So you might have just started your spiritual journey, whoever I'm speaking to. So you might have only just started listening to tarot. You might have only just started like acknowledging signs from the universe. You might have only just started acknowledging that you have your own spiritual gifts, whatever it is. You've just started, you've just commenced your spiritual journey, and hiding in the cave in the darkness there is a Hierophant, which can often represent commitment. So potentially now that you've commenced your spiritual journey, the idea of commitment's just lurking in the back of your head for some reason. Why is commitment lurking in the back of Nine of Wands? Okay, so you feel like you're coming up to a point in your life where you're like sick of battling the world on your own. And potentially it might be nice to have someone to battle the world with that you can trust. And obviously this person you do trust because your inner child feels so safe with them, and that child within you isn't going to feel so safe with someone if they can't. Like, children pick up on energy better, and animals pick up on energy better because they're not so clouded by experience and by the patterns our brain have, like, you know, ingrained in us. So that inner child's going to pick up on energy better than the damaged adult version of you can. So if your inner child feels safe with this person, obviously you can trust them to some degree and their energy is safe to be in. So potentially you feel like you want to like embrace the world with someone you can trust. But you might have gone through like a lot of heartbreak and betrayal. And so your journey's been like really rough. And although you want someone to like rough it out with, it's been so rough, there's a part of you that doesn't actually believe that there is anyone you can rough life out with. Rough out the hard like parts of life with. But then we've got the Fool here. So that's like leaping into the unknown like blindly. And so maybe your emotions... Hanged Man. So right now you're not doing anything. You're just like really stuck in this inner conflict and trying to figure it out. But there's a part of you that just wants to leap into this blindly because emotionally and energetically there's this like pull. And you know like deep down it's what you want. But you're staying stagnant for some reason. Why is the collective staying stagnant? This Ten of Swords has gone through so much. So weathered. And just came out in the reverse. So, like, you guys might have ended things with this person because, like, you wanted to invest in other options, or they ended things with you. You might have been through a lot together because this is really weathered. And the connection feels weathered and, like, it's not, like it's done, but it's in reverse. So even though it might have like been put through a lot, it's not over. Why is the Ten of Swords in King of Swords? Why is the Ten of... Oh my god, they just keep leaping out and I'm trying to ask them something. King of Swords, the Sun. Okay, well what I was going to ask is why is the Ten of Swords in reverse? Like, why is something not ending when you think it is going to end, or it has ended, or it should end, or whatever? And it's because air signs, whoever you are, I think I might be talking to a masculine because we got the King of Swords, you're their happiness. You're their sun. Even though you might have been through a lot, you are literally what makes them happy. Like, other things might make sense, other things might be more logically better, but when it all comes down to it, you are their happiness. You are their sun. So that's why it hasn't ended. Page of Wands. You might have a lot of other things that spark your interest, though, that you want to go towards still, and you are scared that you can't do that if you, like, invest in this person. The Tower and Four of Wands. But something has happened now that's made you realise you do desire commitment with them. And whatever this epiphany is, or this sudden change, it's making you less self-absorbed and less, like, wanting to just focus on self. And you don't want to just have all these, like, Page of Cup relationships anymore. You want something meaningful. You want commitment. You don't just want, like, a bunch of budding new romances. You want something that, like, Ten of Pentacles. You want...